You have unselected abilities, my queen. You can review them within your chamber.
Jim is doing well. He's in the med bay, but I don't think he wants to talk to anyone.
I'm here to talk to you, Valerian. You understand that I'm going to Core Hall soon?
I do. You plan to kill my father.
He's had this coming for a long time. I need to know where you stand.
I stand for my people. I've accepted that my father is beyond redemption, and must be removed from power.
I'm glad we understand each other.
Okay, welcome back. StarCraft 2, Heart of the Swarm. This is going to be episode 15, Infested. And we're going to start off with an evolution mission before we travel to a new system.
Swarm host strain ready for augmentation. Discovered creature with beneficial sequences. Allow swarm host to produce flying locusts. Must consume. Acquire essence. Improve swarm. Planet Cruxus 3. New Babylon. Essence found in Dominion territory. Native insectoid species. Essence contains sequences for swarm host strand. Acquire essence from nest. Will allow swarm host to produce flying locust.
And the Dominions provided the perfect targets.
Terran forces obstructing route. Eliminate to proceed. Augmenting swarm host sequences. New strain, carrion. Produces locust capable of flight.
Begin the assault. Root here and lay waste to the nuclear silo. One silo down. Move forward. We're going after the second.
Terran ground forces interfering. Utilize carrion strain. Aerial superiority.
So you might be wondering, why am I doing this evolution mission when I already said I never use swarm hosts? Well, you know, it's content, and I actually like the evolution missions. They're fun. I like to see the different strains and kind of try them out and, you know, imagine different scenarios where they would be good. So I'm just giving it to you all because that's what we do.
Nuclear silos destroyed. Swarm invasion will continue unhindered. Preparing for next test. Planet Ignis. Broodmother recently killed. Brood in danger. Local organism, ashworm, destroying swarm brood. Tunnels through crust. Escapes quickly. Elusive. Essence useful for swarm host augmentation. Take sequences.
The Ashworm! Begin the attack!
Worm organism tunneled into crust. Escaped to new location. Hunt down. Essence collected. Spinning trait into swarm host strand. Creeper strain. Tunnels through planet's crust. Appears at location of choice. Hatchery under attack. Swarm hosts must deep tunnel. Defend hive cluster. Secondary hive cluster under attack. Defend. Hive clusters defended successfully. Dominion dead. Must prepare swarm host sequences for integration. Returning to evolution pit. Sequences ready for integration. Await decision.
So again, this choice doesn't really matter considering I don't end up ever making these units, but I'm going to go with Carrion here.
New strain.
And I feel it's stronger because, you know, it creates flying units, which is good. They can move around better. And it synergizes with the mutation that allows them to attack ground or flying units. So if I were to use them, they'd be pretty good.
We are picking up a strange psionic signal. It is Zerg in origin, but not part of the swarm.
I know you seek to topple Mengsk. His alien soldiers, the hybrid, are your greatest threat. If you wish to stop them, meet me at these coordinates.
If the Dominion is controlling hybrid, our invasion of Korhal will fail. This lab must be destroyed.
Okay, so moving on to the next system, Skyger Station, and this set of missions deals with the Zerg Protoss hybrid that we learned about from the Prophecy missions in Wings of Liberty, as well as the Dark Fallen Zelnaga that Prophecy speaks of.
My queen, the infested Terran who contacted you waits over there. He claims to know you.
Who are you?
You do not recognize me? I am Alexei Stokov. We were enemies once.
Well, we both seem to be Zerg now.
Indeed, and we share a common goal, the destruction of this facility. It is here that Mengsk breeds the hybrid, combining Protoss and Zerg DNA to create monstrous creatures of immense power.
Then we'll destroy this facility together.
You have unselected abilities, my queen. You can review them within your chamber.
This is the source of Mengsk's hybrid? Just getting inside is going to be an achievement. This isn't just about getting rid of the hybrid threat, is it? Why are you helping me?
They held me here for many years. I survived experiments, torture, and worse. Now I will see it burn. You were the only one I could think of with the power and will to aid me.
Infested. Held captive. Experimented on and hunted. We have some things in common. Contact the brood mothers. Tell them to bring their leviathans to this system.
Should they unleash their broods upon the station?
No. Zagara and I will lead our broods in the assault.
So the other broods will simply hold in orbit.
I want them nearby. After we destroy this station, we're going to Core Hall.
The infested Terran. I have never seen his like. He is powerful, but closed off. Where is he from?
Stukov is from Earth. A few years ago, they sent an invading force here. I remember it. I destroyed them.
As it should be.
I thought Stukov was killed. I heard reports that he'd been resurrected, that he'd been infested, then cured. If he's been a prisoner here all these years, anything is possible.
Your power level has increased. A new tier of abilities has awakened.
Okay, so tier 6 abilities on Kerrigan, and notice she's almost to the level cap as well. So infest broodlings, I use this occasionally. Whenever an enemy that Kerrigan has attacked dies, 2 broodlings pop out. And that can start to like get a bunch of broodlings if a bunch of things die quickly, so it's pretty good. Now I hear Fury's good, but I never use it. Each successive attack on the same target increases her attack speed by 15%, caps out at 75%. And then ability efficiency. All ability cooldowns and energy costs are reduced by 20%. That's what I go with here, and it's what I use most of the time.
Organism Stukov, fascinating. Implications disturbing.
How so?
Modifications of Stukov, second only to modifications of Primal Queen of Blades. However, Stukov, product of specific design. Interweaving of Terran and Zerg matter. Subtle. Spun on microscale. Not possible for Swarm.
Something out there is better at this than you. And you don't like it.
Entity responsible for Stukov exceeds Organism Abathur. Untenable to oppose. Recommend immediate indoctrination into foreign entities Swarm.
Never.
So that might be a clue that something out there is able to sort of engineer pseudo-hybrid types, as if, you know, Stukov isn't just an infested Terran, but actually a Terran-Zerg kind of hybrid. And if you recall, in Wings of Liberty, the secret mission, Piercing the Shroud, Raynor had uncovered a Dominion lab where they were trying to engineer Zerg-Protoss hybrids, so this might be linking up.
The main entrance of the Skyger platform is heavily defended. We must dislodge this Dominion force before we can assault the lab itself. This lift is the only entrance into the laboratories. It is also the second most heavily defended location in Dominion space.
So they've got a lot of Marines. We'll use those numbers against them. Bring in my infestors. We're going to implant virophages at these garrisons. Once they've infested the Terrans inside, I'll use them to secure the landing bay. We'll clear it before the Dominion can even react.
Can't move!
Move to that garrison, quickly.
The infestors can now move on. The virophage will infest the surrounding buildings. An infestor is out of energy. Infestors can consume Zerg units, including the infested Terrans, to regain energy.
Parasitic domination on the Dominion's heavy ordnance. Turn their weapons against them.
Kill every last one of these Dominion bastards.
The infestors have implanted all 3 virophages on this section of the platform.
It's time for the infested to do their part.
The Zerg are infesting the facility. Release the gas.
My queen, the gas is destroying the infested Terrans.
We can always infest more. They're only killing themselves.
Chemical warfare. Efficient delivery mechanism. Gas unstable. Once Dominion reserves run out, we'll require time to synthesize more.
And that's when we resume our attack. Until then, we'll hold here and defend the virophages.
Okay, so Infested getting underway. New unit, the Infestor. Pretty amazing unit. They have an area effect stun plus damage over time. As you can see, they can infest targets and take control of them, including like tanks and planes and everything. And then they can also steal energy from friendly or enemy units. So they're pretty amazing Zerg unit, and they're a lot of fun. Kind of like a mind control mission, this one is.
It is time.
See there, I took control of a science vessel of all things, and then I even used its irradiate ability on its own troops.
Kill the infested. It's the only mercy we can afford them.
Your queen listens. Kill them before they destroy the virophage. There are more garrisons nearby. Infest them, and our swarm will grow.
Our forces are under attack.
So for some reason, a lot of the attacks come right there to that first virophage location. So that's why I put all my initial forces there, plus the few Dominion forces I had mind controlled. They're just gonna sit there like for the whole mission. And I think I'm making a couple queens to go over there so they have some healing, but if you do that, you're pretty much good. I mean, they attack other spots too, and you have to mind it, but just getting that first spot covered in the beginning is good.
Your queen listens.
The Dominion's gas supply has run out. They will need time to recharge.
Attack alongside the infested. Kill anyone in our way. Speak. Make your peace. Mix course.
Infestation successful. This garrison is now under the swarm's control.
So you see up there, I mind controlled a siege tank, and it's just, I can walk away. It's gonna go ahead and destroy all the Dominion buildings for me. So, really fun stuff.
Our conquest continues. It is time.
Defend this facility, men! We are the sword of the Dominion!
The Dominion uses these facilities to conduct research on live Zerg. If you place a creep tumor here, you can infest them and steal biomass held within.
So there we got another siege tank, and that'll help me take out that base, and I don't have to do anything. Meanwhile, we've got our bonus objectives. There are these 3 facilities. You just have to, like you said, put a creep tumor by them, and you get the point.
What is it this time?
The Dominion has begun venting gas. The infested will die.
Expect an attack. Guard our virophages.
Let's burn this place before they come creeping again.
Retribution will be mine. I am the swarm. Make your peace. The swarm.
Our allies' base is threatened.
Excellent. Your creep is infesting the first facility now.
Let's burn this place before they come creeping again.
The Dominion destroyed one of our virophages.
The garrisons are still there. An infestor can replant the virophage.
Our forces are under attack.
Yes.
Our infestation spreads to a nearby garrison. The garrison has been infested, my queen.
We require
So you get the idea. There are phases where the Dominion will attack you and the gas is going, so you don't have any of your infestor armies pouring out of those spirophages. And then there are phases where they'll retreat. You can kind of build and press out, and etc., etc.
The Terrans have run out of gas.
Okay, so we've got our expansion going over here, slowly building up. Haven't made a whole lot of units, a few mutalisks,
Retribution will be mine.
but and eventually we're going to make a lot of mutalisks.
What is it this time?
But you're seeing that you can do quite a bit with just Kerrigan and some infestors. Now, their weakness is they can't attack. They don't have a basic attack. I mean, they have that stun thing, but you have to do it. If they're getting attacked and you're not controlling them, they're going to die. So, that is kind of their weakness. But in these early stages, you can just kind of cruise around with Kerrigan and them, mind control a few units, have Kerrigan do this, just absolutely go beast mode on everything. You know, and expand a little, spread creep, get an expansion going. Here I'm going to grab a Thor. Look at this, Dev. Yep, now I have a Thor. So it's a pretty fun mission in that regard.
What is it this time?
It's not just, let's build a big army and zerg it out, you know.
We are without limit. I sense more garrisons across the platform.
Mutation complete.
It is time.
The Dominion is once again venting gas onto the platform.
Let's make it like it never even happened.
Boldly.
They're assaulting the base. Don't give them an inch.
Yes.
Get that bridge extended and wipe out that hive. I want these Zerg off my platform.
Make your peace.
So kind of in defense here, waiting to see where they attack. One reason you don't want to get too many virophages too fast is because then you don't have enough of an army to defend them. You saw I moved a small group of mutas down to kind of the southern spot, and then I made a few more mutalisks to guard the one on the right. There's a few more mutalisks just hanging out in my expansion in case they decide to attack that. And where do they attack? The very first one, like I said. I don't know why they love that spot, but they have a hard-on for that spot and they want to attack it. But yeah, otherwise, I'm just getting some upgrades going, just a single Evo chamber and
What is it this time?
a single spire, not in a real hurry. But this was a lot of fun, and I think it was a single take, a first try on the recording, so pretty happy with the way this turned out.
We have lost a virophage. If you bring an infestor to the garrison, it will replant the virophage.
No. The swarm conquers all. Boldly. I am the swarm. Our conquest continues. It is time.
I mean, look at that. Kerrigan just soloed 3 siege tanks, a science vessel, and like, I don't know,
Yes.
a whole pack of marines. That's just insane.
The Dominion stopped venting gas. It will take them some time to synthesize more. The infestation has spread to another garrison.
Now, one thing to point out is, look at the objectives, the main objectives. Destroy lab entrance. You don't actually have to infest these garrisons with the infestors and, you know, make the virophages. If they get knocked down and we put another infestor over there and make it again, there's nothing says you have to have them all, or any of them. All you have to do is destroy the lab entrance. So it's kind of interesting that a lot of players, myself included, just feel compelled to, like, get these spots going and, you know, cover the whole world and creep and, you know, just go super zerg on everything. But I do it just for the flavor of the mission. It feels good. It's fun just to infest things. But yeah, you don't actually have to do all this.
Yes. Boldly. I am the swarm. What is it this time? It is time. Your queen listens.
Gas is venting onto the platform. Prepare to defend our virophages.
So I bit off a little bit more than I could chew with Kerrigan there, and yeah, she's actually not invincible.
This platform ain't gonna clear itself. Let's get cooking.
And I'm actually not sure at this point if you've seen her die yet. I can't remember if you've seen that, but she just goes back to the hive and then comes back in a minute.
Our forces are under attack. Our allies' base is threatened.
We are unending. Your queenless. What is it this time?
Mutation complete.
Retribution will be mine. Speak. No time of the present. It is time.
The hive cluster is under attack.
It is time. Yes. Minsk will suffer. Speak. What is it this time? Our conquest continues.
The Terrans have run out of gas. Our infestation spreads to a nearby garrison.
Time like the present.
You're doing well. The Dominion is losing control of the platform.
Suffer.
Okay, kind of slowly but
Yes.
surely. Typical bee burner, you know, slow
It
and
is
steady
time.
wins the race style. But I was actually having a lot of fun just, you know, gradually gaining control of the map and, you know, taking over here.
Our conquest continues. The swarm conquers all. I am the swarm. It is time.
Spawn more overlords.
Your queen. Our infestation spreads to another garrison. Retribution will be mine.
The infestation has spread to another garrison.
What is it this time?
Unacceptable command.
Gas is once again venting onto the platform.
Okay, we're getting close. We gotta get a creep tumor over by this building to complete the bonus objectives, and that'll be done. And then, as for destroy the lab entrance, I'm gonna kind of cheese it a little bit with mutalisks, but we've taken long enough, so it's not like I'm completely, you know, cheesing it.
Unacceptable command.
This platform ain't gonna clear itself. Let's get cooking.
There. All three facilities are infested. The biomass within is yours.
Our forces are under attack.
Yes.
So here's my big,
Your
massive
queen listens.
strike force of mutalisks. You saw this in Waking the Ancient. And you're going to see it a lot in other missions too. We're basically going to come up here along the top, kill a few things along the way, and then just sneak in and take out the lab entrance. And their mutation that does bonus damage against armored targets is really going to pay off in spades here.
Don't let the Zerg get inside. Kill them all.
We have lost a virophage. If you bring an infestor to the garrison, it will replant the virophage. My queen, the swarm is ready to enter the laboratory at your command.
Good. It's time we found out what's waiting inside.
Alright, so a pretty fun mission of Zerg mind control and mutalisk cheese. StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm. We will see you in the next episode.